This game is... I really wasn't expecting this game to be as ridiculous and silly as it actually is. To be honest, I want to move to Ireland. Ireland is fine. There's nice parts of Ireland. I probably won't be living here in a few years. I don't really like it very much. And as our government slips further and further to the... like, gently slipping to the right, I'm like, oh, fuck off. It's a spiritual successor, other than Like a Dragon, which is a true successor. I've heard Like a Dragon is the other one that people really love on Twitch. Your weather is so much nicer than ours. I would have agreed, but I don't know if I do anymore. Our weather right now, for the past little while, has been ultra humid. What the fuck? Oh no, I'm gonna get eaten up. Hang on. Wait, it's just one drunk man. I can beat up one drunk man. Who the fuck are you? Why are you so red? Also, there's just one of you. What's happening? Why are you here? Fine, pick up this. There we go. Your weather and government are better than what we have. How hot? It has... I mean, the summers are now getting to 30 degrees, which I know sounds ridiculous to complain about because I have people from countries that get to like 45 or 50. But 30 degrees here normally in the summer, which is really bad for here because whatever way we have structured our infrastructure, roads tend to like melt and shit now, and also the humidity makes people get like heat stroke. It's not ridiculous to complain about. Our humidity is ridiculous. It is currently, I'm taking these off by the way, speaking of heat, it is currently probably about 90% humidity. That's the normal, right? It's anywhere between 70 and 100. Also, let me adjust my camera. I should be on the square camera. There we go. That's a bit nicer. Humidity sucks, but I'll take colder weather in general. That's fair. I will say I went to south of Spain recently, about a month ago, maybe a month and a half ago now, and it got to 32 degrees, I think. It was very, very dry though, and it felt about as unpleasant as here when it's about 22 degrees. Like it was like 10 degrees hotter, but it didn't feel that much worse. Like when my dad and I came back on the plane and we got off the flight, we were like, oh, it's going to be so nice to get back to colder weather. And then we stepped off the plane and it was like, oh, this really isn't appreciably better, to be honest. Like immediately we stepped out and it was slightly colder, but immediately we were like drenched in moisture and it was like, ah, fuck, this is just as bad. So, you know, it depends on how much you value that, I guess. A few years ago, it was astounding news when Australia was having their train tracks melt. Now you can just insert M. Bison saying, for me, it was a Tuesday. Yeah, I mean, we're all fucked. I think we're all... Do you ever get the feeling, and this is verging into lol so relatable tweet territory, but do you ever get the feeling that we're all just kind of going through the motions while the world ends around us? I'm sure lots of generations have felt like that, but occasionally I look at the news and I kind of get the feeling that like we're all just kind of keeping on. I watched some of Cabaret last night, the movie Cabaret, and a big theme of that is the rise of Nazism in mid-30s Germany, in Berlin, and how it impacts the cabaret culture. And one of the central themes is that these people are kind of partying while the world ends and trying so hard to ignore it. And it kind of feels a bit like that now, like but with just the climate. Like we're all just kind of doing our jobs and playing our games and watching our streams and reading our books, and then meanwhile the world is melting a little bit. There's some infrastructure still damaged here for the floods as well. Yeah, the floods as well. I mean, like Cork City used to flood like every 10 years. Now it's like twice a year Cork City completely floods. It's look, this stream is escapism to a certain extent, but it does feel like we're all gonna die soon, right? Anyway, let's play the game. Yippee! What am I doing? where am I going? If I want to clear my name, I should have a good look at the crime scene. Time to check out the empty lot. Let's do some main quest stuff. It's usually less wacky, but we need to progress something. Whales will survive, just waiting to die. Oof. Some more so than others if we don't get contexto, riot. I mean, Ireland will probably be fine for a while. We at least don't get fucking hurricanes or tornadoes or anything like that. That's if you're in an area that's already prone to that, you are fucked. Gee, I feel so genuinely sorry for you. Absolutely horrifying, the thought of a hurricane. Hurricanes. Is that not how people say it? Hurricanes. I associate that with Americans. Americanes. Clits as far as the eye can see. Science makes new discoveries each day. I love my quotes sometimes. In fact, I'm looking up how to say hurricane. 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 I think I would default to hurricane. Hurricane pronunciation.
Hurricane.
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 Hurricane. Okay, fair enough. Right, there we go. Back here. Hurricane and get contexto on. Boo. Last month I found I'd been saying pergola all wrong my life. I have no idea what that word is. Pergola? Pergola? I have no idea. No, another sexy robot. What was that about? That must have been about Signalis. Because I can't think of a game that has... I can't really think of many games that have sexy robots. Signalis would be the big one. I say pergola. I've never heard of this word. Signalis is the only game I can think of that has particularly sexy robots that look like robots. Like, people are going to bring up, oh, what about Nier Automata? That doesn't count. They're just people. You have to look like a robot. Oh no, is this another side quest that I've accidentally activated? What am I going to do? I don't want anything to do with the criminal underworld, but I finally got a promotion to manage this place all on my own. Oh, excuse me, sir. Are you talking to me? Taxi Driver's out by this point. Yeah, it's the mid-80s. Okay, so that might be referencing Taxi Driver. Yes, I'm sorry to spring this on you, but are you for hire? I need someone discreet. Let's show you to my place. I'm not, like, soliciting sex, if that's what you're asking. Sorry, but I'm not interested in hanky-panky with you. There we go. Well, what? Oh, no, that's not what I meant. I need protection. Condoms must be legal by now, right? They weren't in Ireland, but in Japan? Surely. Protection or not, I am not doing it with you. Wait, what? Oh, I get it. Sorry, but I'm not with the Yakuza. You're not? I'm very sorry. I had the wrong idea. You have this intimidating aura, so I just assumed. Anyway, why do you need protection? It's like an outdoor sunroof. I know, because my dad once turned to me in church and said, I worked out how to build the whole pergola in the backyard during that sermon. An early sign my parents weren't that into Christianity anymore. So is it like a pagoda? 1 second. Pergola. Oh. I know what that is. I would have said maybe a pagoda or a gazebo. The main difference between a pergola and a gazebo is the function of the roof. A gazebo and a pavilion provide full coverage, while a pergola allows for sunlight to shine through. Oh! Partial shelter and shade over a garden, pathway, or patio. I've learned a new word, apparently. Why would you ever not want full coverage? I guess if you were covering, like, plants. But fuck me, I would not want partial. I would end up falling asleep and looking like a zebra. Why is pergola so expensive? I mean, it's because it's a building. Obviously, it's going to be expensive. Okay, cool. Well, I'm never going to have one, so it doesn't matter. We're looking into ways to cover up from the sun, but also wanting the plants to grow. Anyway, why do you need protection? You can have plants grow on and around it so that it looks a lot nicer than a full wooden roof. I'm the manager of this restaurant. We're about to add another line of business on the side. I thought I'd better arrange protection with the local, boss. I mean, I'm buying up buildings, aren't I? So, sure. Usually businesses negotiate that with one of the local families. There's no one boss for Camarocho who'd protect you. And with all the land getting brought up in this area, almost all the tenants are gone. No Yakuza family will want to offer you protection. Oh, I'm in bigger trouble. What, you want a protection racket, you freak? My parents are fully covered, but the material lets a bit of sun through. You seem to know a lot about these things, though. Would you mind giving me some advice? I can't really discuss it in public. Could we step inside? You really want me indoors? I feel like I'm about to be, like, bound and gagged like it's Pulp Fiction. Yeah, fuck it, why not? Alright, fine. Thank you so much. Please, come this way. This is Dragon and this is Dragon and Tiger's Camarocho branch, and the owner runs the original restaurant in Suttonbury, Osaka. Suttonbury, huh? The owner there has devoted most of his time and energy into a secondary line of businesses, and now he's instructing me to follow suit. What's the business? I trust you can keep a secret. He deals in weapons and other gear of that sort. Guns, is that it? That's a dangerous trade. He's a weapons enthusiast, dealing in weapons and other combat gear. What happened to their voice there? Dealing in weapons and other combat gear from around the world has been a dream of his. I said enthusiast, but his wife would call him a maniac. I feel like I wouldn't marry somebody if I could describe them as a maniac, especially a gun maniac. Because that would be terrifying. I'm so happy that I live in a country without basically any guns. If you're a farmer, you probably have a shotgun in a basement somewhere. Or in an attic. The police don't usually have guns. Normal people don't usually have. It's so nice. It's so lovely to know that they're not around, or a farmer's mum. Everyone and their mums is packing around here. There were nude mods for Starfield within a day. Oh god. I guess being the creation engine under the hood, they just ported the ones that they had already. It's a Bethesda game. If there isn't nude mods, honestly, that's a real genius thing with Baldur's Gate, is that the nude mods were built in. You can just, if you want to see your druid's breasts and penis, you can do that if you want. It's fine. So, you know, they didn't have to mod it in. Although I did go onto the Nexus just to see what was around, and one of the most popular things was bigger penises. And I was like, are you never happy? Ireland famous for its peace and tranquility. Some of it is. Some of Ireland, I would say, is famous for the opposite, but some of it is. Well, it depends on how far back you go. There was the whole Civil War thing, and there was the Rising. Yeah, never mind. It's very either or with Ireland. One of the place where we were protesting the other day, a Grand Parade in Cork City, had like a World War I memorial that I had never really looked at before. And I went, oh, I forgot that we like fought in that. Back then we weren't neutral because we weren't really a country yet. I said enthusiast, but his wife would call him a maniac. He has a network of agents that send him weapons and parts, and he makes his own versions as well. That's a man who's serious about his hobbies. His wife must be quite a character to put up with all that. And it seems he met an interesting customer recently, and the encounter breathed new life into his secret trade. Is this the guy who was talking to Majima? I think. Your revenge for all the Wales comments from Dreya. He's now single-mindedly pursuing a new goal, which is to provide that unusual customer with the finest equipment he can make. And that is why he's now telling me to sell weapons and gear here as well. Okay, cool. To get feedback. That's a pretty tall order. I trained to become a chef at his restaurant, so I was aware of his side business, but now I'm an arms dealer. Woo! Yeah, I would say since the 20s, there haven't really been guns in Ireland. Before that, there's probably a lot of guns, but now, not really. Again, I like that. I love living in a neutral country, and I love living in a country that doesn't have guns by default. It really did. I mean, I wouldn't say it freaked me out. I'm not a child, but like, it was weird seeing police with guns when I went to England recently. It never really struck me before, but there was a lot of cops in Birmingham, and a lot of them had guns, and I was like, oh, that's weird. It's weird to just see people with guns around. Reminds me of being back in America. Like, you would just see people with guns every so often, and you'd be like, oh, that's fucking strange. I don't like that. That's weird as fuck. Police rarely walk around with guns here. I mean, I never see it in Ireland. There are armed police, but they all end up either shooting themselves or their horses and getting it taken off them, because Irish police are, even in police terms, Irish police are, I believe the term is thick as a bucket of pig shit. So I don't think they should be allowed to be anywhere near a weapon. They are fucking thick as a brick. But I did see a few in Birmingham. I trained to become a chef at his restaurant, but that doesn't mean I'm comfortable selling weapons myself. He taught me everything I know, so I'd do anything for him. But this, I'm afraid of the police, and even more afraid of the Yakuza. They started appearing around airports and stuff in the 2000s or so. I wonder why. Man, 9/11 really did a number on people, didn't it? I think it was Grenarius. Grenarius sent me a picture, and I don't know if it's a meme. I didn't look up the source, but sent me a picture of Jenga sales, and they tanked after 2001 and then slowly rose back up again. And it's like, man, 9/11 really impacted some people in wacky ways. It's like there is a, speaking of Columbo, like I was earlier, in maybe the first episode of Columbo, which is directed by Steven Spielberg, a very young Steven Spielberg, the one of the main plot points in how he catches the killer is that the killer took a plane instead of driving. And he's like, well, why would you drive instead of just taking a plane, which would be quicker? You drove 3 hours back when you found out your friend was dead. Why not just take a plane and it would only take like half an hour? And that's a plot point. And now that does not make any sense, because it's like, you'd have to go through an hour of security. You'd have to go through, queuing up. It just doesn't work anymore. I was in Alaska and a man got really angry that he wasn't allowed to take his gun on a plane. You'd have to book tickets. You couldn't just buy at the gate, all that kind of thing. He taught me everything I know, so I'd do anything for him. But this, I'm afraid of the police. Is it just weapons and gear? Any other illegal stuff? Like drugs? No, nothing else. But we would also repair worn down or broken weapons too. Also, when the Sutton Bury branch gets something new, the owner will make replicas so we can offer it here. It's my emotional support gun. I mean, surely you must know. It's like whenever I go through security on a plane, there's always somebody who's like, oh, it's not fine to take a penknife on. I thought it would be okay. And it's like, there's so many fucking signs all around you of like, hey, this is, something you shouldn't do. I don't get it. He must have some real skills, a staff or something, sure, but guns too? It's what he spends almost all his time on, after all, but despite his skills, the sales are meager, because he's picky about newer customers. You should follow his example here. One blabbermouth and you'll be in big trouble. Maybe don't invite intimidating-looking people in ridiculous suits off the street and just tell them. You're right. In that case, would you be our first customer? Sure, whatever.
Nani?
I'll buy weapons for you. Nani? Dead serious. You seem tight-lipped, and having a regular customer like you... Sorry, just the term tight-lipped conjured so many jokes, it's unlocked me. Having a regular customer like you would come in handy in case we do run into trouble with the Yakuza. I don't much fancy being their go-to guy for Yakuza problems, but I might need that sort of equipment. It's not like there's a lot of other shops like this. Fine, it's a deal. I'll come by when I need something. My name is Kiryu. Hiya. Oh, he's all happy. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. The owner will be delighted when I tell him the news. You can now purchase, sell, and repair equipment. Okay, cool. Thank you. That's fine. Can I buy anything right now? Buy equipment. What do I even have? Lumber or an iron pipe? I think I already have a sword and a gun. I don't know if I need something. A dagger? A spiked bat, which I already own. A wooden katana, sunburn. Oh my god, that's expensive. Katana glows with a light as bright as the sun at dawn. Sure, fuck it. Give me a katana. Cool. I kind of noticed that in Paris too, more like soldiers with their weird French assault rifles. Yes, Emma mentioned that. She went to Paris recently, and they have really militarized their police. Now, the French police have always been militarized fuckers. Like, the French police are, I would say, internationally notorious for being brutalizing pricks, but it's gotten even more visibly apparent, I'll say, when you go, if you look at French police. They now are dressed like American cops, where they're just like in full body armor and assault rifles. What do you mean I can't bring this with me? I manage my anxiety about flying by practicing disarming bombs. There's nothing weird about that. I don't know. I think it's fair to say that 9/11 made the world a worse place, right? Not necessarily the 9/11 bit, although that too, I suppose. But, you know, the knock-on effects. Like, I've never lived in a world where you could easily board a plane. You know, by the time I was on planes, it was already fucked. Oh, let's go to the empty lot, by the way. That's where I was going in the first place, before we got distracted there. I would like to do at least one quest for the, like, main thing. Up here? Oh god, I'm still so bad at using a controller. Hello, I'm here. This is the empty lot. Hiya. I could make a nice home here. I think I'd be fine living in a place like this. Just kind of sleeping in a corner. If I lived alone, I probably would live in a place like my house would probably look a bit like this, but a bit tidier. Just kind of grey, featureless walls, guinea pigs wandering around. Hello, Glove Twink! Glove Twink's back! It's been so long! Hello. Did you see people, did you see Suella Braverman wants to ban police from attending Pride? Because they're getting bricks thrown at them.
うちの情報網を使ってクゼを洗いました。もしクゼがあなたをはめた黒幕であれば、ここでの殺しのために
They're all acting like it's very difficult to kill a guy.
クゼの周りにそういう動きはありませんでした。
どういうことだ。
つまりあなたに殺しの濡れ衣を着せた黒幕がおそらくクゼじゃありません。他にいます。
何？
今私が掴んでいる情報はここまでです。それはあなたに
That wasn't massively helpful, to be honest. Thanks,
そのた
though.
めだけにあんたはここに。
Can we at least kiss?
ええ。ですがご心配なく。私はカムロ町から姿を消しはしません。堂島組がうちの動きに気づくまでもう少し時間がかかると思っていましたが、それでも想定の範囲内です。
その割に小田は淡くってたらな。
小田さんにもまだ伝えてないことですが、実は
Oh, let's go kill
こ
him
の
then.
殻の一粒の所有者を見つけました。
え？
訳あって接触はできていません。ですが、その人物を内側を押さえ、殻の一粒を手に入れれば、堂島組は我々に土地を売ってほしいと頭を下げることになる。
I will say, I'm loving this game. I think it's really fantastic. I think the main plot concerning Kiryu is among the more boring plot lines I've ever witnessed in a video game. The side quests are wonderful. Everything to do with Majima, amazing. Love it all. Kiryu and his whole vibe are like being suffocated with a soft pillow. I just don't get it.
それだけの力を生むんです。
It's just not much going on.
あなたにはそれまで
It's all business deals and walking around and property management. I don't really get
無理
it.
な相談でしょうか。
殻の一粒の持ち主は いつ抑えられるんだ。
1日ください。ただし他言無用です。たとえ相手が
I'm one step ahead of you. I've forgotten who they are. So
あ
good
んた
good
を
for
今
you.
阿波野に売り渡せば、俺は堂島組に狙われずに済む。
I remember about 4 characters from this
あなた
game.
がそういう人なら私はこんなところにのこのこ顔を出したりし
Hello
ません。
Haribo. Wait until the Yakuza 3 ending. There is a weird time.
どうかそれまで堂島組から生き延びてください。桐生さん。
Okay, at least this was quick. To be honest, we're mainly invested in Nappy Boy. All I can do now is wait for word from Tachibana. Better head home and lie low there. Oh, starting a new day, maybe? You can fully befriend Nappy Boy as well. He'll teach me new ways to orgasm, I guess. Do you think Nappy Boy has fully embraced the concept of a prostate orgasm? Or do you think he's a bit too toxic masculine in order to explore that for himself? I see a crowd.
What?
Oh no. He has, I'm sure. Whoa there, buddy. Not so fast. Oh my god, you are the creepiest looking man I've ever seen. Mr. Libido is all over it. You planning to just waltz past without a word? You want through here, you gotta pay the toll. Oh, you are horrible. You are horrible. This looks like, oh, this, I'm sorry to say it, this looks like, maybe like an Augustus Gloop character all grown up. What a horrible looking boy. I used to work with a guy who looked like him. A shakedown. It's like, you know, when you see a child actor and then you see, you know, just through luck of genetics or whatever, you see them as an adult and they look like they've just scaled up the child actor or maybe given him a scruffy beard, but his face is the same. I'm thinking of Haley Joel Osment. It's slightly creepy. Like, they don't look like an older version of themselves as a kid. They just look like they've scaled up a kid. Really frightening. Who was the child actor that was in The Simpsons? Very famous, the Radioactive Man episode. I have no idea. I don't know at all. I can't think of many child actors. Mara Wilson? She's a famous child actor. The Culkin boy. Mr. Culkin. One of the various Culkins. Although I think people go on about him. I think he looks normal. Like, I don't know. Child actor as an adult. You mean a crack addict? It happens to a lot of them. A lot of Disney stars go that route, right? A shakedown. I feel bad for the guy, but I can't really afford to get involved right now. You do every day. Oi, you mute or something, Blondie. If you don't want to get hurt, let's see some cash already. Mickey Rooney. Oh, that guy. Yes. Mara came up pretty well. I had never seen Matilda, right? This is going to be revealing something about my personal life. I had never seen Matilda or any of her movies really as a kid. I think I had seen bits of Mrs. Doubtfire, but don't really remember it that well. I followed Mara Wilson on Twitter and commented to Emma that I thought she was very, very attractive. And Emma looked at me disgusted because she still saw her as Matilda. And I was like, well, I've never seen that, so it's not creepy. I fucking hated Mara Wilson as an actor. I did eventually watch Matilda, and I thought she was delightful in it. It's one of the few kids' movies from that era that I think actually holds up pretty well. Danny DeVito directed it. I think he's a pretty okay director. I think that movie's pretty good. I despise Mrs. Doubtfire. I really hate that movie. And I cannot think of anything else she was ever in, so I don't know. Oh, Jesus, I hate him. Young man. Is he young? He looks like he could be anywhere from, I'm going to say 20 to 60. This is an ageless man. This is horrible to look at. If you insist, just be sure you pick it all up, Eh? Huzzah! Oh, he's a Tory. Nani?
Whoa! It's money!
Eh?
Right on! I've never seen so much dough in one place. Whoa! Hey! I had my hand on that one first. Keep your grubby mitts off my dough.
Huh?
Shut up and move your freaking leg.
Oh, my! Peasants truly are a sordid lot. Can I beat you to death? This is the face of a man who has had his penis in a pig's corpse. Oh, did you want some of my money as well?
Yeah.
No. Then I shall be on my merry way. Till next time, cheers!
Oi.
Wait, do you always throw wads of cash to clear the road like that? But of course, why? At the point you cough up the money, it's no different from getting mugged. I suppose commoners can't understand. Excuse me? You see, when you're not just wealthy, but obscenely rich, physical capital is like dust. It just accumulates. Gets in the way, really. That was loose change. I would miss it. He has 100% gotten oral sex from a pig's corpse. On the other hand, having my precious time wasted by these base ruffians is a serious loss. If I can buy that time back with coin, why, I'll pay as much as it takes. They weren't coins. Buying time, literally. Precisely so. Why not give it a try if you're curious?
Yeah.
Give what a try? Let fly with a great whopping wad of cash.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I wouldn't. I'm just not that big a rush, honestly. Truly? Have you never been out on a stroll and felt the other pedestrians when your way? Not ever? Not really, no. Quite Martin Prince. Oh. Well, sure, I guess a few times. Oh, you see? Then give it a try right now. I'm sure you'll feel the thrill of sending those human hurdles scattering. I think it would be morally right to assassinate someone who does that. Sure, but I don't have that much cash to burn on a whim. Not to worry, I will be your financier this one time as a special gift. You need focus only on enjoying the rush of flinging cash confetti. Okay, deal. If you're really gonna pay for it, I'll give it a go. Press X while walking around the city to take a handful of money and fling it into the air. Anyone nearby will flock to the cash to grab what they can. Keep it in mind the next time you're in a hurry. What? Fine. You'd need 1,000 spider clits to make a harp. I still have never quite gotten an answer on whether spiders have clits. Like, do spiders get sexual gratification, I guess is what I'm asking. Because only some animals do, I think. And I think a lot of them are mammals. I don't think, although reptiles as well, they discovered all those clits on reptiles. But, like, does a spider, when it's, you know, railing or getting railed or doing whatever, does it enjoy itself, or is it just like, you know, is it just like something they do? Is it just like, you know, breathing or, you know, blinking or yawning? Is it anything? Never a dull moment in this chat. I just don't know. Do spiders enjoy sex? Do spiders enjoy sex? Oh! Darwin's bark spider engages in oral sex and does gentle bondage. Ooh! Good for them. Good for her. So why am I here? The ungentle joy of spider sex. Do spiders do oral? Yeah, okay. Oral sexual contact. Well, its adaptive significance is elusive. It might just be, you know, pragmatic again. It might be like a pragmatic thing. Maybe they... Look, they might eat the cum out of the out before they supplant their own. I'm not sure. I don't know how they do it. Spiders reproduce sexually. However, the male sperm is not inserted into the female's body from within the genitals. Oh, yeah, I think a lot of them sort of masturbate themselves and then just sort of place it like a gift. Spiders pleasure female mates from the fucking Daily Express. Oh, God. Male spiders enjoy performing oral sex on their mate, new research has found. Oral sex is rare in the animal kingdom, apart from in mammals. Yeah, a lot of fucking mammal supremacy. We love it. Bats do oral sex. Oh! Yet cunnilingus is even rarer. Now scientists have found that Madagascan Darwin's bark spiders do it too. The females are several times larger and heavier than males. Good for them. The males have to contend with being eaten after sex or having their genitals mutilated. Good for them. Scientists found to their surprise that males routinely salivate onto female genitalia before, during, and after. They believe the arachnids perform oral sex to boost its chances of mating by showing its quality as a lover or creating a chemical environment that would favor its sperm. Ooh. Worth it. I know at least one where... I know at least one where the spider dick detaches to plug the hole, but could be removed by other spiders. So the male kind of follows the female afterward to guard it. Spiders are weird. Is that one? Is this a spider like eating out a woman? A woman spider, not just a woman. That would be terrifying. Just a tarantula down there. But like, is this what he's doing? I don't know. Oh! Look at the little friend. Look at his little face. That's not a penis, is it? No, that's a bite. I thought that was maybe a spider vagina. While its adaptive significance is elusive, it can signal male quality. There we go. Okay, fantastic. Why does it always result in this? Right, close. Sorry. I didn't come here to fuck spiders. Apparently everyone else did. I don't get the sort of... all I'm saying is you'd have to heavily anthropomorphize a spider to make it sexy. Like, I don't think spiders are inherently sexy. I don't get it. Like, you'd have to basically make it a human with, like, maybe multiple legs. But, like, anything less than that, and I don't get it. Right, while walking around, use X. Try using it to attract the women behind you. This is how women are. If you throw women in the air, if you throw cash in the air, women will flock. Like it's a Lynx ad from the mid-2000s. Remember those? How old are you? Let's press X. Oh, I don't like this. Oh, I really don't like this. On streets and alleys, you'll often find your way completely blocked by punks eager for a fight. Walking around them simply isn't an option in these situations. I don't do arachnid feet, not insects in it. I think tarantula paws can be really adorable. Not sexy, but adorable. Hang on, last time I tab out for a while. Tarantula paw. Oh, look at their little feet. Look at that little foot. Look at its little paw. I want to gently hold it while it goes at me. That's so fucking cute. Look at its little fluffy paw. It's very adorable. I think that's so cute. So that's fine. Spiders are great. They hang out in my flat, preferable to flies. Yes, I have lots of spiders in my house right now. Have you seen jumping spiders? They're so cute. Yes. Jumping spiders with a little dew hat. Jumping spider dew. There we go. I mean, how can anybody be spooked by that? It's just a little guy. You'll have less spiders with a cat around. True. You'll probably hunt something. They're so cute. Oh my god. Spiders and metal banned on stream. I think spiders can be kind of cute. I used to be quite frightened of them, but now I'm not. I think they're cute now. Okay, throw some money at these boys. Are they just gonna get down in the ground with the women? They can learn little tricks. Oh! Can I just, like, do what I... Now simply strut past them. I could kick them hard. Could I kick them? Okay, that worked. By judiciously wasting money, you can buy your way out of most unnecessary conflicts. Keep it in mind the next time you're in a hurry. That's kind of nice. How much money was I spending just then, though? Strut. Oh, truly magnificent money blasting. For a moment, I completely forgot you were merely another plebeian. Is that what being rich is like? Honestly, I can't say it feels very good to waste it like that. Perhaps, but aren't there times when you're far too hurried to be embroiled in the petty squabbles of the underclass? This is a Tory. That's not... Okay, yeah. Right? Really? Whoever said time is money is an utter buffoon. Time is the far more precious resource. It's finite. You can just become like Peter Thiel and start drinking your son's blood. Like trying to... No, it's not Peter Thiel who drinks his son's blood. Peter Thiel gets random teenager blood. He like I don't know, maybe kidnaps teens and like injects their blood into them. It's the other guy, I think his name is Brian, who drinks his son's blood. Fair enough. I can see a weird sort of logic to that. Either way, drink some teen blood. Wait, what the fuck? There's a certain type of billionaire who thinks that drinking teenager blood or injecting teenager blood makes you younger. Take my advice. If you're ever in danger of being dragged into a meaningless fight, just let loose with a heaping helping of legal tender. Don't they extract the plasma or something? Maybe? So you're clearly loaded, but how'd you earn all that cash? Earn? How? I take it you've caught a case of money fever. Maybe. I'm just thinking it'd be convenient if there was a quick way to make some extra money. Common sense tells me that's crazy to wish for, but I may as well ask. Oh, but there is. Seriously? The very epitome of high risk, high return. It's been my golden goose, and now I dine on diamond foie gras. It being... Head for Theatre Square! If you're truly a man of means, you'll find your way from there. What am I looking for? Oh! You'll know it when you see it. A paradise exclusively reserved for the upper echelons of wealth and taste. Wasn't it that billionaire guy using his son as a blood bag like in Mad Max? I think so. Though, naturally, that isn't my only source of income. I've quite the diverse portfolio. Or should I say, we put most of our capital to work in a certain system that gives rise to considerable profits. Prisons, drugs. If you wish to hear more about that as well, drop by Vincent. You'll find me there most of the time. Vincent, got it. This has been a most stimulating use of my time. Ta-ta! Bye. Takibana may have new intel tomorrow, but that doesn't mean everything will be over then. I should tuck away as much cash as I can now, so I'm ready for whatever comes. He said I'd find a way to make big money at Theatre Square. It's worth a look. Like a really high-class sex worker? Like, I think people would pay a lot for Kiryu. I wouldn't. I don't like him very much. I don't like his look. I don't like how he dresses. I don't like his attitude. But I think there are a lot of people who would pay a lot of money for him. I haven't seen him naked. Don't know what he's got going on. Like, that suit kind of hides his ass a bit. It's quite long. I'm not sure what he's got to work with. We need an oiled up twerk off with him and Majima. Right, where's Theatre Square? Theatre Square is up here somewhere, I think. Is it Theatre Square? Theatre Square's over there. I agree. Like Majima, I'll just say it, way hotter. just way better in every way. Majima would win though. I haven't seen him naked. Well, it's not made by Bethesda. There's got to be mods that make like Kiryu like oiled up and naked. Surely oiled up and naked. Probably some penile physics, just to make it like realistically sway when he's standing or running. Maybe you could do like the Greek style, like the old Olympics, where it's like they tie it up with like a bow or some string so that it doesn't like flop round and end up like, you know, like one of those Newton's cradles but with testicles, you know, where it has one of those, you have that like desk toy where it's like silver balls in a row and you go like, I imagine that's why they tie them up. I've never done it, I wouldn't know. But like, I imagine that's why they have to tie them up. I imagine if you have no support at all. It's like why sports bras exist, because I imagine, depending on how well endowed you are, you could easily concuss yourself, right? Like if you have large breasts and you try and sprint, does it just like, I mean, it depends on your gait, I suppose, but can you just like fucking give yourself like a broken nose or something? And I imagine, I mean, balls aren't big enough to injure you, but they could injure themselves. Like conkers. That's gotta be a fetish. Like conkers, but with scrotums. That rich guy said I should go to the theatre square if I want to make big money. I've been waiting all day for this. Excuse me, my good man. That's just CBT. Yeah, but CBT. Can you do CBT... like inflict CBT on a person's testicles, but with your testicles? They fly all over the place. It really hurts, and they may interfere with your vision. See, I don't know if that's about boobs or testicles. Till you learn to run more efficiently. I've been waiting all day for this. Excuse me, my good man. Right this way, sir. This better not be like... Are we gonna do... This better not be like homeless fighting, is all I'm gonna say. Cognitive behavioral therapy for testicles, not sure. It is always a gamble. When somebody types CBT, I automatically do a coin flip in my head on whether or not they're talking about CBT or CBT, basically. I never know. You have to read around, like, wait for more sentences for context. I guess I'll go in here. I'm worried about what I'll see. Hi. Some sort of vault bunker. Huh. Enjoy your stay. Where does that door go? There are nude mods for the women. You can replace Kojima with Minecraft Steve and Spider-Man, but can't see any nude mods. That's actually criminal. The amount of fucking... If you go on Twitter and search for Yakuza, the amount of oiled up twerking Majimas you'll see. It is shocking that they haven't modded that in. Surely. This now does change the context of what my therapist was recommending. I'm sure a very nice therapist would do both. What is this door? There's probably combination dominatrix slash dominators slash therapists, maybe that's a thing. What is this door? There's definitely something behind it. Sorry, pal, that's not open to you. This is because I'm not wealthy enough. I saw you let a guy in. What's in there? Huh, you think I'd come right out and say it? Well, let's just say it's a paradise for men. A place where dreams come true. Wales? A place where dreams come true. Yes, a real-life wonderland. Got your interest up? It does make me curious. What do I have to do to get in? Huh, I'm the decider, actually. I say who comes in. You want in? You gotta win my approval. When it says scruffy, how like, are you clean? In which case, we'll get down to it, I suppose. Rip off his testicles. Oh, that's a horrible quote. The amount of trust you would have to put in another person. I guess that's maybe what's the fun part of it. Is the amount of trust you'd have to put in another person to do CBT. Because at any point they could rip those off. They're right there. And the scrotum is not a sturdy piece of material. I think you could, if you really quickly ripped with all your strength, I think you could just pull them off. They'd come out like fucking, I don't know how long the tubes are. Can you you'd have to spool it around your wrist or something as you pull, so they're not just dangling. I don't know how far up into you they go. Do I want to know? How long are the tubes? It may not be sturdy, but it's durable.
What's that got to do with my knob?
How long are the testicle tubes? Tightly coiled within the testy. 900. No, that's tubules inside it. That's inside the testicle. 7 meters! Oh, fuck! Jesus! Between 6 and 7 meters? That's insanity. You'd be pulling that, you'd have to wind that up like an extension cord. Oh, Jesus, that wraps around a few times. Jesus. Anyway, close this. This stream is insanity. Sorry. That's enough of that. Thanks. Close that. Let's go back. Look, everybody, look at the cute spider, just to remind us of what joy is. Look at the cute little spider friend. There we go. That's nicer for everybody. And now we're back. Retract like a steel measuring tape. Oh, that would be if anybody in chat, and I know some people are, if you are the owner of testicles, you know how fucking horrible it is to get tapped there even. It's horrible. If you could pull them like a Stretch Armstrong and then they'd snap back in. The pain. You want in, you gotta win my approval. You've ruined all wholesome vibes for at least 24 hours. Alright, what do I need to do to impress you? I'm not the owner of them so much as their tenants. This place is a paradise for the wealthy. If you don't have the bread, you can't afford the dessert. You can't have your pudding if you don't eat your meat. That's the Pink Floyd line, isn't it? I have to see that you've got enough cash to make a splash. Not only that, I want to see that you've got the balls to do it with style. You prove that to me, I'll let you in. You use your noggin and figure it out. A paradise for the wealthy is definitely the place that crazy rich guy was talking about. So I have to show this guy I have money to burn and the willingness to burn it. Fuck a pig. Dead pig, not a live one, but pig corpse? That's like the standard, I think. That's like the standard issue rich guy thing. Because I hate it here. Fuck a pig, claps. Sorry, that was an excuse to do a stretch. Right, I mean, I guess I can... Wah! What do you think you're doing? Have you lost your mind? Just showing you that I've got cash to burn, and I'm not afraid to set it on fire as it dissolves into the floor. Wow, I never thought I'd see a guy literally toss money onto the pavement. You got a screw loose? Isn't that what you wanted? I like the cut of your jib, though. You can come in. Yes! You have the worst hair I've ever seen, by the way. It's weirdly untextured compared to your face. Oh... I want better tenants and they'll rapidly get evicted as soon as I decide to renovate. Do they? If you have bottom surgery or an orchidectomy, I think it's called, where they just take out the boys, do you get to keep them? Or do they just toss them in a bin? Do you get to keep them in a little box or a jar or something? No, you do not. Surely you would be able to. I don't think anyone gets to keep anything. Can I? Because I know in bottom surgery, the penis sorts of gets like inverted and like reformatted like a hard drive. But the balls, I think they might just scrap them. Do you get to keep the balls? Do you get to keep the balls? Can spectators keep the soccer balls? It's not quite what I meant. Orchidectomy. Or orchiectomy, maybe? Can you? What happens to the testicle? The remaining testicle usually makes more testosterone. No, that's if they're only getting one out. Removing a testicle. I very specifically said, do you get to keep the balls, orchidectomy? And they're not telling me. Inconclusive. Ball donor, those who would want to pair. That would be nice. This is the worst place. My pal kept his breasts in a jar. Had to fight for the hospital hard to keep them. Oh! Just a jar of boobs. I guess you could stuff them? I don't know. I feel like... This is a deranged thing to say, but I feel like it would be harder to maintain the breasts than the balls. Like, I imagine it would be easier to, like, embalm some testicles so they don't go off. Whereas breasts, I feel like, would quickly start to go weird. You'd have to keep them in formaldehyde or something, I guess. Just a jar of formaldehyde with a boob in it. They are in formaldehyde in the cupboard! Yes! There we go. You saying a deranged thing, unprecedented. Right this way. Serious, heavy, dark humor. I don't think this is dark, to be honest. Oh no! Oh no! Emma and I, last night, watched wrestling. I watched a single wrestling match because Emma put it on the television, and I was baffled. And it was like, you know, a proper wrestling match. But Emma said she was shocked and surprised and pleased with it because when she was watching wrestling as a kid, she said that the female wrestlers were basically reduced to glorified sexy cat fights, and she said it was nice to see like actual proper like full-on wrestling. And I went, oh, that sounds grim. And I guess this is what she was kind of talking about. What is this place?
It's the official arena of the JCC, Japan Catfight Club.
Yeah.
Sexy little vixens scrap it out in an arena filled with beauty and ugliness.
What? Is the fighting ugly? I mean, this doesn't look like real fighting. Because Emma again said that she thought the reason that this happened was that men didn't want to see women actually fight because it wouldn't be hot. And I did disagree. Sexy little vixens scrap it out in an arena filled with beauty and ugliness, and men bet big wages on the winner. That's what this place is about. Perfect blue vibes. I don't know what that is. Is that an anime?
A feast for the eyes, and exciting chances to double the fun by making money laying bets. A pleasure palace for men, and that's what it is. Not exactly subtle, not entirely refined, but who cares?
Bring back Baldur's Gate. It is an anime for once. Not me. Where's the oiled up men fighting? If you're going to have catfight stuff like this, where it's just oily women fighting, where's the oily men fights? Or the oily men and women fights? The oily anything fights? Just stick some people in an oil bath and let them fight. You got 10 grand. Okay, that's cool. Made back my money that I tossed on the floor. What's this? I feel like I can't judge this too harshly after calling for an oiled twerk off. All of wrestling is oily men fights. That's true. Boxing is the most homoerotic thing I've ever seen. I've watched like 5 minutes of boxing in my life, and all of it was very, very wet men like hugging and looking into each other's eyes. Like, it was so gay. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I feel like they might think there was something wrong with that. Texans looking at this and thinking, what is this? Where's my men covered in oil and wearing Speedos? You know, hetero stuff. The cash you burned. It was a real joy to watch it floating around, so I scooped it all back up for you. Oh. Ringing in 30 with anime girl wrestling. Perfect. Hello, Loki, and happy birthday. Use it to have fun in here, pal. Good luck to you. Yeah. I guess we'll bet on some, like, oily women fights, maybe? Cat fights, huh? I never expected to find that going on in Camarocho. What a gaudy place. But I bet I can make money here, even with the risks. It's worth a shot. What risks?
So cute, Dad.
Minging.
Minging is fucking minging.
Thank you, Lev. Yes, happy birthday to Loki. Go follow Loki if you don't. Shout out to Loki. Oh, Jesus. Those are huge. Those are so big, I would say she would be off balance. Okay, cool. I love a good comedy gulp. Right, are we in here? We're not in here. The cat fights are high risk, high return. But if I play it right, it feels like I could turn a hefty profit. Sure. Let's go in. Can I go in? I wanna bet. Am I not allowed in yet? Come on in. Welcome to Japan Catfight Club, sir. Please enjoy the show. Enter. Yeah, sure. Who's fighting? Who can I bet on? Oh, Jesus. Okay. Oh, buy ticket fighters. How to play. In the... oh, Jesus. Okay. In the catfight tournaments, 8 contestants vie for victory. Place your bet on the one you think will win. There are 2 ways to bet. Bet on the contestants who will win the tournament, predict the winner of each match. I'm gonna... cheering for you. I can cheer. Okay. Changing colors. Oh, Jesus Christ. This is like a whole thing. Attack is the damage amount. Fight record. Special ability. Power moves. Information. That's probably fine. Right. I'm gonna pick... buy ticket. Bet on a fighter to win. Ooh, who do I want to win? These are so ridiculous, it's all RNG. Sayuri has good attack. Low, whatever that one is, and low the last one. And that's your history. Initiative, endurance. She could club someone to death with them. So that could be something. Or Ray. I'm gonna go with... she seems like a fucking easy win, right? Look how much... Look at her fucking stats. Jennifer. I'm gonna say Jennifer is gonna win, and I'm gonna bet... 200 grand on gender. 300 grand. I'm going insane. 300 grand. Making large bets may affect the odds. 400 grand. Jennifer, beat everyone to death, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
Hands-on teacher versus the Stevie Stewardess.
Okay, let's go.
Oh, God. What are you wearing?
Ready? Fight.
Go! And I'll have to cheer at some point, I think. Jesus fucking Christ. What am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, fuck. That was the rock, paper, scissors thing. Fuck. Right, I'm gonna switch to scissors, I think. Fuck her! She's so strong! I've never seen this outfit on Jennifer. It is... you know these names. I'm gonna stick with paper. Beat her to death, Jenny. Fucking hell. Oh, okay, that looked like it properly hurt. Rock. Stick with rock. I'm gonna get beaten to death. I actually beat one. Kick her in the vagina. Do whatever you do. Oh my god. Mash. Beat the shit out of her. Kill her. Okay, now it's going well. Scissors. Press A to cheer. Oh! Fuck off! This is an anime. Oh no. Oh Jesus Christ. Fuck me, that hurt a lot. Right, I'm gonna stick with paper this time. Oh, I've never attacked Vester. Beat her to death! Fantastic work. Fuck yeah, Momoko. Thank you.
Win.
Hey, what the fuck are you playing? I'm playing the gangster video game, Yakuza. I'm gonna stick with Jennifer. Proceed to the next match. Okay, amazing. Baldur's Gate 3. Jennifer versus the voluptuous vixen. The hands-on teacher versus voluptuous vixen. Jesus Christ. Again, I think if you went too rough with the moves, those things would knock her out. Okay, I'm gonna stick with Rock, just to start off with. She would be spilling out of this. Oh, fuck me! Fuck her! I hope she used tip tape. I only learned that was a thing recently. She must be, otherwise she would be falling out all over the place. His entire outfit would disintegrate. Rock. Fuck me, you have to do that fast. Jesus Christ. Yes, break her neck. Actually kill her. Like, fuck me, man. Scissors? Scissors. Oh. Non-Newtonian boobs. Fuck her. I hate that I'm invested. Bite her! Bite her! Her vagina's right there. Bite it. Oh my god! I think we may have gone into her there. Bite her! Fuck her. I thought they were going to kiss there for a second. I wouldn't put it past this game. This is a fucking nightmare. This doesn't look like anything. Stop winning, you prick! Oh! My uterus. Jesus. Disadvantage, fuck off. Go with scissors again. Scissors. I think she's gonna strangle me to death. Oh god, she did actually kick me in the vagina, I think. Oh, my boobs! I think she just kicked she needs my boobs.
he bite me? Fuck.
Well, that went badly.
I'm so sorry.
Jennifer, you've let me down.
Right, well, that's enough of that, I think. There we go. We can make a lot of money. Hands-on teacher got schooled. Ugh. I think biting the vagina is an illegal maneuver. Again, I have said on this stream before, and I think I got backlash on it, but I don't think being kicked in the vagina would be as bad as being kicked in the testicles. I think if you have testicles, it's worse to be kicked in them than it would be to getting kicked in the vagina. I'm not saying it wouldn't be bad, because the vagina is a very squish thing. Like, it's a sensitive area, so getting kicked there at all is going to be bad. You've got some bones there that you probably don't want interfered with, but like... Oh, Jesus, it's the giant man. Oh, fuck, I'll fight these guys instead. Both would suck, but probably balls are worse. Oh, I'm so hurt. The vagina is a very squish thing. It is, it's a sensitive, squishy area. Getting kicked anywhere hurts. I mean, it works both. B, throw him. There we go. I mean, getting, like, punched in the boobs rather than punched in, like, the pec muscles would hurt way more, I assume. Like, I don't own any breasts. I imagine getting punched in the breasts fucking sucks. Kill him. Kill the fucker. There we go. Did you have a kazoo? Someone do a quick kazoo to interrupt this nonsense. Ah! Kill him. Kill the fucker. I need to heal. There we go. Lovely. Otherwise, I nominate Nelly Furtado. Oh, God. Right, let's just run away. Good stuff. I need to heal. I need to heal, like, now. Where's the nearest restaurant? I will go in here. There's a restaurant. No, it's a vending machine. Sure. It's a dream machine. It's worth 10 grand to make your dreams come true. Sure. Give me a few years and I'll give a comparison. Getting hit in the sensitive tit is probably about as bad, I can say. You paid 10 grand. Did I get anything from that? Oh, a little bird freak. Okay. I achieved some CP. What is this? Oh, no. It's a boy. Right. Oh, God. There's some kazoo suggestions. Which one is the least irritating? Kerry Dancers. I've never heard of it. And Light in Places by Peaches. I've never heard of it. Or an 80s throwback. Or Nelly Furtado. The Touch. Is this, You got the touch. You got the power. Is that one? That's the only one I recognize. I might do that one. Pole. That's the one. Fuck it, I'm doing this one then. It's the only one I recognize. Transformers animated feature film with, I believe, Orson Welles in maybe his last role. Right, there we go. Back to the game. Truly terrible song, but it's fun. Americana fanboy.
Wait, you're kidding, Rab? Come on, tell me you're kidding.
That's American.
Come on, just tell me.
What are they talking about?
Oh my God! It's like you and I watch news from different planets, I swear. Okay, I'll take pity on you. Prepare to be enlightened. The pop star Prince is coming here to Camarocho.
Now, do you think they mean Prince or somebody called Pop Star Prince or the Pop Star Prince? They must know it's going to look like Prince is coming, right?
No way. Do you mean Miracle John?
Okay, it's not Prince. I feel like they got my guard up for Prince. Now, I'm glad Prince isn't coming because I don't like Prince.
None other. It's unbelievable, yet 100% true. He's coming to Camarocho to shoot a new music video. Whoa.
Miracle what now?
Get this. He's supposedly in Japan already. Word on the street is that there's been some kind of problem, though. Doesn't matter. I'll get Miracle's autograph no matter what.
I don't really understand autographs. I guess before the existence of photos, maybe, but even then, I don't really get it as an idea. Like, I can't imagine, even if it's somebody I really liked, like my favorite musicians or something, if like just a signature on a piece of paper, I don't really get it. Like, I wouldn't look at that and go, oh, that's special. I'd go,
I want to see him too. I hope they solve the problem so they can start filming soon. That's what I've been hanging out and keeping my eyes open. Some of the production staff could already be nearby.
I guess some global star called Miracle is here, and his crew's run into some kind of problem. Oh, whatever. The only time I got an autograph was somebody who was not at work, and I thought she'd have liked it. Oh, that's kind of nice. Signatures are legal identification. Could you sign a contract for somebody? Okay, where is he? Hello.
No way. The pop star Prince?
Where is he? Is he over here somewhere? Are you the pop star Prince? Are you Miracle Johnson or whatever the fuck? Where is he? It said on the street, right? Tiki something street. Theater Avenue, Theater Square. Tenkaichi Street, was that it? So around the corner here. I want to see Prince. He'll give me some Jehovah's Witness literature. Hello. Miracle man. You're just giving me tissues. Miracle boy. Miracle boy. Miracle boy. Hello, Miracle boy. I want some miracles. Miracle boy. Right, I don't see a Miracle boy. I imagine I'd know him if I saw him, right? I have an autograph from the Dalai Lama, and I had Darth Maul fan art signed by his concept artist. I'm very proud of both. Oh. I just can't think of anyone I'd want the autograph of. Like, you know, again, I think, like, I don't really like actors that much, I think, but, like, musicians, maybe. If I met, like, my favorite musicians, like if Radiohead were walking down the street, I probably wouldn't bother asking. I'd go, hello, you're Radiohead, and then that's it. I don't think I'd bother going up and asking for anything. Is this Miracle Boy? This is an exclamation mark. Are you Mr. Miracle? Are you? What you want is Dalai Lama signing Darth Maul concept art. Was this this would have been pre-tongue sucking, right? Oh, Kiryu-chan. Ciao. Hey, it's been a while. Are you still making shows? Oh, this is the director. This was the anti-union director. Yes, very pre. This is the anti-unionist, right? Who was doing that TV show. So I guess he's directing the music video. It was 2003 or something. There we go. It's been a while. Are you still making shows that bring hopes and dreams to people's lives? I can't remember his voice.
Oh ho ho! Oh ho ho! Easy for you to say, big Mr. Producer.
Huh.
Listen, I've got a chance here to drive viewers bananas. Not just in Japan, but all over the world.
How do you figure?
You're a real producer after all, Kiryu-chan. The chance to whip the whole world into a frenzy got your attention?
Shut up. You know I'm just an amateur, but I'm willing to listen to your fairy tale. What's gonna drive the world crazy?
I've invented pornography.
Yeah.
The crazy thing is, it's no fairy tale at all.
What?
Fucking spit it out! Is this enough of a hint for you?
Woo! This isn't Michael Jackson, is it? Sorry, just got a horrible shiver down my spine.
Yeah.
What was that?
Kiryu-chan, don't tell me you don't know who Miracle Johnson is.
Miracle Johnson? Oh, I get it now. I just heard about him. He's some kind of singer, yeah?
Seriously? Kiryu, baby, are you telling me you hadn't heard of the pop star Prince until...
Oh, he was the fucking Prince of Pop or whatever, wasn't he?
He's world famous.
Famous to the world, maybe, but this is Kamurocho, Japan. Why should this matter? Jesus. He's about as out of touch as I am.
Kamurocho is part of the... Fine, whatever, it's not important. Basically, Miracle is in Japan to shoot his new music video. But, and this is strictly hush-hush, there's been a little problemo holding up the El Shooto. You catch my drift?
A shooting? Yeah, you're saying there's a problem.
Yes, and I'm convinced there's only one man capable of solving that problem. That's you, Kiryu-chan. I've been looking for you everywhere.
I would love to name my local area whenever someone says something is world famous. They might be world famous, but this is Sheffield. I can't go into details because it's a top secret mission,
But will you help?
even if I know who it is. You and me. Except. Fine. Let's hear it.
Now you're talking. That's what makes you an ace producer.
So, what's the problem?
It's the superstar himself, actually. Miracle's refusing to perform until his demands are met. We're at a standstill.
What? Is the guy being a diva?
Not really, no. He's just really insistent on doing the music video exactly right, and he won't compromise.
What is this music video about? You can be world famous, but just in Sheffield.
To be honest, I don't really get it. Apparently it involves Miracle dancing his way through hordes of attacking zombies.
So this is Thriller, I'm guessing? So this is almost definitely going to be Michael Jackson.
Nani?
Nani? Zombies?
Yes, but they were to really attack. He could get hurt. So he told the extras to take it easy when they swarm him. But Miracle got wind of that and blew his stack. He says the zombies have to attack like they mean it. Otherwise the action won't feel real.
Oh, I'm gonna have to protect this fucker from zombies. So he's refusing to do it. There's a lot I don't get here. Like, how can a zombie video feel real to begin with?
Who knows? These Westerners, man, they're crazy.
But this is gonna be a surefire hit if it happens. Are these extras getting paid? They get $100 for every bite they land on the boy. Well, I understand the problem now. What I don't get is how I fit.
You're the man to keep Miracle safe from the zombies, baby.
You want me to protect him?
Yeah, for the sake of realism. The zombies are gonna go all out to attack Miracle.
Try to eat him and everything. But we can't let the pop star Prince get hurt.
That's where you come in, my old friend.
Uh-huh. Sounds like a strange gig, but seems simple enough. I'm so hurt.
Of course, of course. Isn't it just the perfect job for you? Let's go get the deets from the music video's director.
What even is this game? Sure. Oh, fuck off. Right, who's the director? I believe the director of Thriller was John Landis? Did he do Thriller? I can't remember. Some people might die. We don't know.
I finally got the man for the job.
Oh, it's you, Poppy.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Introducing the powerhouse producer with the biggest brains, bonds, and balls in modern mass media.
You haven't seen my balls. They could be tiny. I think... Do people have different sized balls? Like, everybody's balls are probably roughly the same size, right?
No.
Emma chiming in the background. No. I have no idea. 1 second.
Where's Kitty?
I don't know, somewhere. Is she on the windowsill? I don't know. She's around.
The windowsill.
I just did. She's not.
Where's Kitty?
I don't know. I'll go find her. Testicle sizes. Average testicle size ranges from 3.6 to 5.5 centimeters. Oh. 2.1 to 3.5 centimeters in width. So they're longer. Yeah, they're like an oval. They're like a sort of egg shape. That's a decent amount of variance. Look, I get people being maybe sort of anxious or, you know, worried about the size of their genitals. Nobody's worried about the size of their balls, I think. No, who could possibly give a fuck? Nobody's like, oh no, they're too small.
What's that got to do with my knob?
That can't be a thing. What is a normal testicle size? Oh, 3 centimeters. Okay, fine. I bet you people are. I don't get it. Like, oh, that can't be a thing. 1 second. Testicle size insecurity. There's no size. Oh, apparently. Oh, it's probably like a fucking alpha male thing. I forgot about them. There's no scientific evidence linking testicle size to traits like strength, stamina, or sexual prowess. Huh. I forgot they exist. Joe Rogan probably cares about the size of his testicles. Maybe you could inflate them with gas or something.
Andrew Tate.
Yeah, Andrew Tate, people like that. Right, go back to the game. I'm Kazuma, it's good to meet you. My balls, I assume, are average. I mean, speaking as Kiryu, I've never measured mine. They are not the most attractive element to the area, surely smaller the better. So the ancient Greeks, because they were racist, tried to say that small genitalia meant you were smart and civilized. Yes, that was the thing. It's why a lot of those statues, they're quite small. Although through sexualization, that's kind of flipped, sort of. Oh, so you're the famous Mr. Kiryu. I was told you have an extraordinarily cool aura. I see it's true. That is Steven Spielberg. Steven spinning. Oh, fucking hell. That is Steven Spielberg's non-union equivalent. I'm Mr. Spinning, the director. Welcome to our team, Mr. Kiryu. I love this game. Steven Spielberg always wears that stupid hat. Oh, Mr. Kiryu. I should also introduce you to my PA, Kiefer Sutherland. Louis, he's on the team too.
Howdy. Welcome to the family.
Good to meet you.
So, Kiryu-chan, is this blowing your mind at what?
No,
I'm sure you know already, but just in case, this man here is none other than the director of the...
Fuck off! I'm dying.
Director of Indian Jeans.
India what?
You're breaking my balls here. My huge, swollen balls. Are you a hermit? How do you not know this man's films?
Sorry. I mean, look, Kiryu, most of them suck. Watch Jaws and Jurassic Park. Other than that, you can miss them.
I don't ever get that expression.
But
You break my balls.
I think it's meant to be that they are actually like punching you in the balls and it's causing them physical pain. Although, if you kicked someone hard enough for them to break, I think you would be hospitalized. Mr. Kiryu, perhaps you're more of a sci-fi guy. I also did artificial intelligence. That's pretty shit. Oh, right.
Kiryu-chan, even you have to know this one.
Yeah. Oh, no, that's not artificial intelligence. That's artificial... What the fuck was E.T.? Extraterrestrial? Artificial terrestrial, maybe?
You know, the one about the boy who rides with an alien on a unicycle over the moon?
I hate this game. Sure. I guess I might have heard about it.
Yeah, see? I even knew you had to know. Mr. Spining is an amazing director, right? Kiryu-chan, right?
Or Encounters of the Third Kind. That one's alright. I don't really love that movie. I think really it's just Jaws, Jurassic Park, and the first Indiana Jones are the three movies I like by Spielberg. I can't really think of many others I even tolerate.
そうだな。
Yeah, amazing.
It's no big deal, honestly. Though it was #1 at the box office worldwide.
Most of yours are.
Sure was.
So, Mr. Spining, with you at the helm of this music video, are we anticipating another worldwide hit?
そうですね。
Absolutely. The fans all over the world are waiting for this one. I don't want to waste any more time, but I need to confirm one thing before I describe your mission. Is that okay?
Sure. Saving Private Ryan is masterful, as is Schindler's List. I've never seen Schindler's List. I'm sure it's fantastic. Saving Private Ryan, I have heard nothing good about Saving Private Ryan after the first 25 minutes. But I'm sure I'd like it. I'm sure I'd find something to like. But, like Emma was talking about Saving Private Ryan recently, and she said the first 20 minutes are some of the best things ever put to film. And then after that, and Schindler's List, you know, I'm sure it's good, but it's Steven Spielberg doing a Holocaust movie. It's going to be the most melodramatic shit ever made, isn't it? It's not always a bad thing, but my God, the music in that is going to be so stirring. We're here to film Miracle Johnson's latest music video. Do you understand what that means? I liked it once the first 30 minutes were over. They were too violent for me at the time. The whole world's going to be watching? Clever boy, but that's only half of it. The full answer is that this has to be the most exciting... He wouldn't have directed... This is the 80s. He wouldn't have directed Jurassic Park at this point. Oh, he's got his whole career ahead of him. Did Steven Spielberg look like this at this point in the 80s? I feel like this is more of a 90s look for him. All I know about Schindler's List is Louis C.K. describing one little girl in it gleefully waving goodbye Jews to a drain. I've never seen Louis C.K. stand up. I know he was unbelievably famous in America, but I never watched one of his shows, and then he did all that stuff. And so now I don't really feel like watching any of his shows. But I know he was very famous and well liked. Clever boy, but that's only the half of it. The full answer is that this has to be the most exciting music video ever made. Failure to achieve that is unacceptable. Excuse me, it's Steven spinning. No fails here. Yeah.
Wow, that's heavy. You have to hand it to Hollywood. They work on a scale we can only dream of. Don't you agree, Kiryu-chan?
Stop talking to me. Yeah, it's huge. Like, I assume your testicles.
Hey guys, Mr. Johnson is ready to enter the room.
Oh my God, that fucking face. Are you high on ecstasy? I hate this face.
Oh good, sounds like Miracle Johnson's about to join us. Let me introduce you to him.
Don't ever look at me again. Come in, Miracle. Yeah, that is definitely not Michael Jackson. Oh,
Hey.
Hey Miracle, looking rad as ever.
did they not want to include John Landis as the music video director because of those deaths? Do you think? I think he directed it.
You know, you know it's spinning. I was born.
He was American, right?
You know it's spinning. I was born cool. Born to do it, yeah.
Hey, man.
Hey, man, you my partner?
No.
Kiryu-chan, what are you saying?
Of course you're partners. The music trying so hard in the background. Oh, that's right.
Miracle, that's Mr. Kiryu, your partner today. He's a little shy.
Okay.
Huh. Okay, no problem. I heard about Japanese people being shy.
So that's just human nature. It's all good, huh? I'm Kiryu. Glad to meet you. Are Japanese people shy? Sure. I'm gonna end my life, I think, during this. Woo! Ha ha! Hoo-ha! And I'm Miracle Johnson. Nice to meet you, huh? Yeah, likewise.
Hey, man.
Hey, man, have they told you about the mission, Mr. Kiryu? Is that Mickey Mouse? They kind of sounded the same.
Yes.
A little, but I don't get it. I could use some more info. Okay, since you're all here, I'll explain what's happening. The setting is here. Kamurocho, one of the world's premier entertainment districts. Zombie hordes suddenly emerge and attack Miracle on the street. Miracle evades the attacking swarm and dances his way through the land of the rising sun. The very picture of cool. It's a tableau truly befitting our pop star prince. It's gonna be funky, yeah!
Oi.
Hey, so why zombies? I still don't get what's going on.
Apparently they're really into that sort of thing overseas. I mean, if a big Hollywood director's behind it, it's gotta be a new trend, right? I think this city's fabulous. It always glitters and shines. I love it here. Oh, Kamurocho is like an amusement park. I'll build one of them myself and it'll be weird. Yes, and once the stage is set for a close encounter of the undead kind, Miracle will spin and weave his magic dance.
Oh my god.
You just seen what's happening?
Can you hold this a second?
Okay.
Oh my god.
What? It's a masterpiece. This quest in particular is making me want to slash myself, but yeah.
Hey!
Mr. Kiryu, this is where you come in. Your job is to escort Miracle and protect him from the walking dead.
Didn't John Landis direct that?
Yeah, I was about to say, I've said that a couple of times now. I think it might be because he killed those people, but they didn't include him in the game.
Michael Jackson.
I know. Well, when did this come out?
Michael Jackson was first accused of it back in the early 90s.
Yeah, I guess Michael Jackson still has more leeway than John Landis does in media. I told the extras playing zombies, to attack me like they mean it. If the danger's not real, the thrill isn't either.
But then he was accused of it in 2004. And then
I know, I'm aware, I know.
Hold on to it.
But take your clothes.
Hold on to it.
I tried to stop.
3 times.
I tried to stop him, but if the pop star prince were injured on set, the whole world would be screaming for my head on a stake. That'd be really bad. Maybe they just threw the most famous ones together. Who's back? Oh, fuck off. Endgame. I'm not reading that one out properly. No, Spining. I told you how serious I am about this. Compromising my artistry would be a betrayal to all of my loyal fans. Miracle. You're the ultimate entertainer. I think Steven Spielberg and George Lucas did direct something for Disneyland with Michael Jackson. I watched a Defunctland episode on it, and it was unbelievably expensive. You sound like you're doing the Mario voice. It's me, Michael Jackson. Ha! Yippee! Yippee! Here we go. I'm gonna build a ranch. I'm not gonna touch. You're the ultimate entertainer. Yeah. Oh, stop. Spinning. Yes. Nothing the whole world doesn't already know. It's something unnerving that Michael Jackson appearing is one of the more wholesome moments of the stream. I'm sorry about this, Kiryu-chan. I feel responsible.
Yeah.
Americans. No, it's all right. I know it's not your fault. So, there you have it. Surely you understand now. What part of that was understandable? Whatever, let's just fucking start. Oh, yeah, Kiryu, I like that fire. You're gonna rock my whole world with passion like that. That's enough. That's the spirit, Kiryu. Hold on to that anger and let's roll them. We're going in. Woohoo! That sounded more like Daffy Duck at the very end there. This is gonna be a fucking nightmare, I feel.
Miracle. And Kiryu, let me explain what you two have to do. I'm gonna have to beat up zombies. Generic cartoon voice. Fucking Mickey Mario Jackson. Ooh, ooh. Apparently Stephen told Michael Jackson he couldn't play Peter Pan in Hook, and Michael was really bitter about it, according to Google. That is terrifying. Can you fucking imagine? That movie is already one of the biggest disasters of all time. Can you imagine if Michael Jackson was also in it? Hook is abysmal. It's so fucking terrible. I said I don't really like many Steven Spielberg movies. That is, I think, pretty objectively his worst movie. Miracle, you unveil your new Miracle Walk dance. Shimmy and shake your way from here to the end of the street. Meanwhile, get eaten by people. I know you know this, but please try to keep it elegant.
Okay.
Okay, this dance is gonna bedazzle the world. You can't play Peter Pan, you are too creepy. I mean, I feel like that's about it. He could have played Rufio. Everybody's a bit creepy in that movie. Although I watched the original Peter Pan for the first time very recently, and that is a monstrously... look, aside from the racism, because it's a very racist movie, but aside from that, it is also monstrously creepy. Like, it's a very fucking creepy movie. Like, everybody wants to fuck that kid? Peter Pan, not even the girl kid. You'd think that would be the way Hollywood would go, but everybody in that movie wants to fuck Peter Pan, and they are very vocal about it. Mr. Kiryu, your job is to protect Miracle from the zombies by whatever means necessary. Can I beat them to death with bicycles? Yeah, got it. Haha, good, Kiryu. You're the man. Haha.
Samurai.
I rewatched it a few years ago and realized Peter is a massive asshole. Peter Pan is evil. I think in the books, you read the book, didn't you? Didn't you say that Peter Pan, it's implied he kills those kids?
It says that when they get, because the Lost Boys grow up in Netherlands in the book, and when they get too old, he turfs. The way it's worded, it could be he banishes them or he kills them.
I think it says he does away with them, doesn't he?
I don't think it says that, because that would be very unambiguous.
I think it's fairly unambiguous that he kills them.
Yeah, it's unambiguous.
Yeah, no, it's unambiguous. He kills them, I think.
The way it's worded, it could be that he banishes them or he kills them.
Yeah, but where would they go? It's on like a creepy island. Would he wipe their brain or something, like Men in Black?
Send them back home.
Yeah, but they'd know that this magical place of racist Native Americans was out there. They'd head back.
Why would a perpetual 10-year-old care about that?
Well, it'd come back, surely, on a boat.
No, you have to fly there.
Oh, whatever. Sends them to a farm upstate. Wasn't it written for orphans?
Animals can't fly there. Only children can.
I loved it as a kid, have to say, though. Captain Hook, still great. I remember thinking he was the only entertaining part of the movie was Captain Hook. Like, he was quite good. In a long-standing tradition of the only interesting characters in Disney movies being the villains. Can we get on with this? Escort Michael Jackson while he dances his way up Tenkaichi Street using his new Miracle Walk technique. Along the way, zombies will appear and attack Michael. You will fail if Miracle takes enough hits to bring his energy to zero. Oh, Jesus. I hadn't seen it as a kid, but watched it recently with Jay and I fell asleep. I wish I had fallen asleep. One of my favorite villains for sure. So gay. I was about to say it. A lot of Disney villains are very queer-coded. He is no exception. He is very gay in it. He was absolutely fucking Smee. You succeed if Miracle reaches the Akaoshimaru restaurant at the end of Tenkaichi Street before he runs out of energy. Okay. Fucking inflict this on me. Protect the civilian. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm gonna... Oh, I don't know if I can breakdance, can I? Kill the zombie! There we go, fantastic. Don't hit him. Where is he? Oh yeah, he's going this way. Oh, fuck me, go quicker than this, my friend. Oh, Jesus. Smack, smack. Okay. Not going too badly, I think. Rah! Zombies. Oh, fuck, kill him! Pick up anything else. We need boys. This shouldn't be too bad as long as we have things to pick up and it's a big street.
The music is not very Also, I need health. Fuck me. Although they're not really going for me, but I'll heal up anyway. Also, I still haven't figured out how to put on my hot boots. Are you beating up a bunch of actors? I guess so, yes. I think we are. They were threatening to strike. The director is Steven Spielberg anti-union? He's American, so it's possible, right? American directors fucking hate unions. Okay, he's not too badly damaged. Can't I just, like, slather him in healing gel or something? This game is very anti-unions. If there's a group of people who's more anti-union than American film directors, it is game studios. There we go, easy enough. Keep going. Come on, get to the fucking street. How far down do we have to fucking go? I feel like this isn't a great music video if I'm just beating the shit out of all the zombies. Did you jump from the fucking electrical pole or something? Ow! Fucking headbutt me. Bite him, you prick. Oh no! Pick up the bike. Don't headbutt him. Headbutt this other guy. Come on, you fucker. There we go. Pick up this scooter. There we go. That'll knock up some zombies. No, don't knock up zombies. Just as if zombies ever do become real, don't impregnate them. I've seen one movie where that happened and it didn't go well. There we go. Lovely stuff. Fantastic. Stop killing Miracle Johnson. That's for newspapers and his doctors to do later. Video game unions are a pretty new thing, so they're not going to be pro-union in the game in case it gives them ideas. Whoa! That's got to be the restaurant we have to get to, right? This is going pretty well. You all dead? Come on, fucking moonwalk while I hold this wheel. Is it working? It's taking my camera control away. Yes! Mr. Spielberg, are you happy with me?
Oh.
Excellent! Amazing! Magnificent! That was stupendous, Miracle! What about me? I can tell you right now that I just shot the greatest music video of all time. This'll be the stuff of legends. I will say, I'm not a huge Michael Jackson fan. I don't even really love the song Thriller very much, but the music video is astonishingly good. Music video is really great. It's John Landis, who is a very good director, despite killing those people. And, I think, who did the fucking unbelievably famous special effects boy did the work on it? The guy who did American Werewolf in London. What's his name? Fuck. Anything with Vince. Oh, yes, Vincent Price does the voiceover. It's such a good music video. It's very long. That was stupendous. Was it Rick Baker? I think it might be Rick Baker as the special effects boy. That was stupendous. I can tell you right now that I just shot the greatest music video of all time. Spining! Oh, please! I only did what was expected of me. Oh, the real honor goes to Kiryu. Ha! He was cooler than ice. Too cool. Ha! You are so right, Kiryu. If it weren't for you, this masterpiece would have never happened. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you. I don't actually know what Steven Spielberg sounds like, by the way. This is what I imagine he sounds like a fucking nerd.
Yeah.
I saw The Fablemans. What a fucking nerd. No need for thanks. Beating down hostile guys seems like part of my daily routine.
Hey, man.
Hey, Kiryu, how would you like to be my personal bodyguard? You would be like another part of me, man.
Kiryu, baby, this is it, man. The golden ticket. The Popstar Prince is recruiting you.
Don't. I just thought the greatest music video ever. Down the street while you were goofing off here. Babysitting a superstar might be a decent life, but the world is too big a stage for me. Camarocho is plenty big. Oh, that's nice.
Oh, how disappointing. But I guess I can't deprive Camarocho of its star. That's the way you make me feel, Kiryu.
Kiryu-chan.
Very well. I'll leave you with a gift then.
Hey.
Hey, zombies, come on.
Knuckle fight.
Black or white? Ha! Just tell me. A large black box and a small white box. Black or white, which should I pick? You hadn't even written that in the 80s. Probably really boring at a party. Steve, I can't talk about narrative or old cameras all night. Just tell the story about how you met fucking John Huston or whatever and then fuck off. White? Now, black could have like a kitten or something in it. It's big. A white could have like a diamond or like a cool spider or something. So that could have like a small dog, the black one. It's like big enough that it could contain like a small dog. The white one maybe like a cool hummingbird, or I don't know why I'm thinking it's animals, but like I don't know what could. I don't fucking know. White, please. Please don't mention spiders again. White. Okay. Okay, white it is. Ho-ho! My gift to you. This. What is this? Have a sandwich, Steve. It's made with proper bread, not like what you get in the US. Have one and shut up, you nerd. I do feel like Steven Spielberg would be a bit bullyable, but that can't be true because apparently he is a fairly big on-set bully and he like strong arms his way into directing stuff that he's producing. But he looks bullyable, doesn't he? Just the look of him. It looks like you could bully him. You got a baseball shirt. What is a baseball shirt? Oh, that's disgusting. Offset, very bullyable. Oh, isn't it delightful? Sure. Gratefully accepted.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kiryu. Huh, you're gonna be the Kamurocho wing. I can tell. After all, I'm the pop star prince of the world. He was bullied again. I saw Fablemans. I didn't like it, but I saw it. Woo! What a nerd.
Hey.
Oh, don't dance, Steven. You're not allowed. I don't think... I think it should be illegal for Steven Spielberg to dance. I don't know why I feel this, but I do. Huh. I still don't really get your American groove, but it was a thrilling experience all the same. At least I'll never have to fight zombies again. And if I'm ever back in Japan, I'm gonna look you up, Kiryu. You wouldn't mind, would you? I'm gonna build a ranch and gather all my friends there. We'll all sleep in a big bed together. I'll think about it. Hey, Miracle, we better get going. The world needs to see what we've got waiting for them. Those Americans, laugh track. Half the quests in this game could end with a laugh track and a fade to black. Looks like my time is up. I'll see you around, Kiryu. I got a feeling this isn't the last time. I'll come back in 2015 when I'll definitely still be around. Sure, I look forward to it. Bye. See ya. Yes, crazy bastards. Miracle Johnson thinks we'll meet again. Huh, maybe we will. If the game ends with a big... like fight scene where all of my friends come and help me and Michael Jackson comes and beats up a Yakuza, that would redeem everything boring about Kiryu's story. Is that just another Michael Jackson in the background? Complete 12 Kiryu sub-stories. Okay, we did it. Cool. I have to go, by the way, in like 5 minutes. So I should find somewhere to save before we do the next part of the main quest. I am going to meet my parents because they're leaving the country in the morning. At like 4 in the morning, my parents are no longer going to be in Ireland. They are taking a truly ridiculous, terrible journey, right? They're going to Spain, and you may think, oh, that's fine. That's what, like 2-hour flight? That's like nothing. They are going by ferry and then driving to the south of Spain because they have dogs, and I guess they want to keep their car as well. Like they're leaving one car here and like taking their car as well. So they're taking the ferry from Cork to the north of Spain and then driving to the south of Spain. It's going to take, I think, it's probably going to be like a 30-hour trip for them. Fucking hell, it's going to be a fucking nightmare. I respect them for it. Hello, man. Good, welcome. I'm just waiting on word from Tacubana. If there's a way to make fast money on Theatre Square, it's worth checking out. I mean, we learned that it was the sexy wild woman fights, I guess, adventure. I feel very sorry for them because there's going to be 3 anxious dogs in the back seat of their car that they're going to have to get out and walk every few hours. That is going to be a rough time for them. They've been training the newest, the youngest dog to not anxiety drool in the back of the car in preparation for this trip, because I once accompanied my mum to the vet with the dogs, and the dog would just sort of drool like a tap in the back of the car because it just didn't like being in the car, basically. My parents would do that if it saved them £2.50. My parents are not cheap, but I think it's just because they want their car there and don't want to like fucking have it delivered over or anything, so they're just going to drive it. Right, let's save. I'll be live again tomorrow. So what's happening is I'm going to go out to dinner with them now before they leave in the morning, because I'm not getting up at 4 in the morning to wave them goodbye. That's not something I'm willing to do, apparently. So I'm going to go now. I took a train from Italy to London with my collie once. It was a dreadful journey, truly. With dogs, that's tricky. I mean, the dogs are unpleasant in the first place, but on a big car journey, I imagine it would be even worse. Sorry, the last Google search I have is, do you get to keep the balls or orchidectomy? I still don't have an answer. Bottom surgery can keep balls? Question mark? May also include creating a No, that's giving you balls. No, obviously they can give you stuff, but when they take it away, do they hand it to you afterwards? What do they do with the balls? Surgical removal of the balls. But why? But I mean, not why, but what after? What happens? Can I keep my testicles? There we go. If I get bottom surgery, can I keep my testes? In the sense of here's a jar, most likely if your surgeon is willing. In the sense of get rid of my dick and give me a pussy, but leave the scrotum where it is. No, probably not. Okay. Fantastic. Okay, so maybe it depends on... Raid, please, sorry. Maybe it depends on the surgeon. Maybe we get a cool surgeon and he's like, yeah, I'll throw him in like a gift basket or something. Here, have some like... Do they give you a gift? That's probably for like families and friends to give you a gift basket. Like if you're getting bottom surgery and it's like, here, a vibrator and some crisps or whatever you'd give someone. I don't know.
What's that got to do with my knob?
Let's raid somebody, shall we? Who's live? For the love of God, raid somebody. Okay, sorry. In a wee Easter egg basket. You could get a novelty egg cup. You could put one in each egg cup and like paint them or something. I'm just saying, it doesn't have to be grim. Let's go /raid. I don't know.
Fortnite und trink Cola! Yippee!
There you go. I can't get over the idea of a vagina with balls. I think, can you get that? No, because I think, again, they might use the scrotum skin to sort of form maybe the sort of lips. I'm not really sure how it works. This is all end stream. Just chucking 2 dozen traumatized millennials to Rosie. Bye everybody, have a great rest of your evening. I will be live again tomorrow for the first and final stream of Starfield. Then I'll be back to Yakuza on Thursday. Bye everybody, see ya. Bye. Boycott.